Hi everyone, I'm very happy that you guys enjoyed my little bunny. We have started making this chunky, fluffy, cuddly, adorable little bunny. It is good size, not big, not small. And so last video we've made little B-Max shape. This is the body, one-piece body from top to bottom. And today we will finish, we will make head, ears, paws and a little tail. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Put notification bell in case you don't want to miss my other videos. You can click on Hobbi Crochet and check my other patterns. I've got lots of adorable little patterns for beginners and maybe for more complicated ones. So I'm sure you will find few patterns you want to make right now. I'm using plush yarn or I'm using ordinary yarn, large toys, small toys, so plenty. Okay. And for little paws, you will be doing magic loop or magic circle. If you don't want magic loop or magic circle, make chain 2. I will show you how to make magic loop or magic circle. It's so easy, guys, it really is. You go around couple fingers. Literally, this is the most difficult part. And then in this loop you will be making chain 1. This is my working end. I'm holding my cross, making chain 1. Lots of different ways how to do that, but literally it is easy peasy. This is basically a slip knot. If you pull this, it is a slip knot. That's why we are making lots of single crochets in this loop and then we pull the end. Okay, that's the idea. And I'm making 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7. This is my first. If you want, you may count stitches. If you want, you can put stitch marker. Usually with these tiny details I can just count 7, but I will put stitch marker. Round 2, 1 single crochet all the way around. You should have 7 stitches. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Lots of people will say, I can't see my stitches. What do I do? You just feel it. If you run your fingers, your thumb across, you will feel those ridges. Or if you just spread it out, you will see those stitches here. Just look close. We've done 7. To finish this, it should be slip stitch, because you've got kind of step. So next stitch we will just make slip stitch, and this will finish this nicely. Chain 1. Chain 1 you always make when you finish parts. Usually it will prevent this last stitch from undoing. I will leave little tail and pull I will not insert any stuffing in my paws or tails because they're tiny. You see, then you pull this last chain one, and it's tight on the last stitch. You try it, it's very good. So like this, you will need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is my new ball. You can see it's slightly different color, or maybe it's cleaner color. This was the end of my last ball that was hanging around, but never mind. So 5, it will be 4 paws and 1 tail. Let's make ears. This is 1 ear, and you need to make 1 more. Do you want me to show how to make it with chain 2? So you can use magic loop or magic circle, or you can do exactly the same, but you will start with chain 2. For that, you will need to make slip knot first. You recognize magic loop, aren't you, already? If I do secure this stitch, it will be magic loop. If I pull, it will be just a slip knot. So let's try with slip knot, chain 1, chain 2. I assure you it will be exactly the same, just the way you prefer. First chain stitch we are using to make 6 single crochets. 1, and I will mark my first one just to make it easier. So you mark your first single crochet, right, like this. You should have something like this, and continue making 5 more into this first chain stitch right by this tail. You've done 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Round 2, 2 single crochet in each stitch. Second stitch, 2 single crochets. And going around, 2 single crochets. Sometimes I will pause video and let you finish the round if it's large round. Sometimes I will just keep going and you will need to pause if you are not so fast, or you can go settings, playback speed, and decrease the speed, make it 0.5 or 0.75. Third round, 1 single crochet in the first stitch, stitch marker, 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Next stitch, 1 single crochet, next stitch, 2 single crochets. And keep going with this pattern. 1 single crochet, next stitch, 2 single crochets. If you can't see, if you're in doubt, just pull this. You will see this is the stitch. Is it somewhere there? Yes, it is. This is next stitch. 1, 2, 1 and 2. You should finish with 2 single crochets in the last stitch before the stitch marker, and you will have 18 stitches. Round 4, 5, 6, 3 rounds. It will be 18 single crochets. One single crochet in each stitch. And over here I can pause the camera. I will do my 3 rounds of 18 single crochets, and then we will catch up later. I have made 4 rounds, and now it's round of decreases. One single crochet, next stitch 1 single crochet, and then decrease. And repeat 2 single crochets, and decrease. At the end of the row, you should have 14 stitches. And you will finish with 2 single crochets. And now I will be making 2 rounds, 14 single crochets. 1 single crochet in each stitch for 2 rounds. I will be turning my camera off. Let's make last round, round 10, and it will be 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, 1 single crochet, 1 decrease. And repeat. And you will finish with 2 single crochets. That's okay. You have 10 stitches. Remove your stitch marker and make 2 slip stitches. 1, next stitch, 1. Slip stitches will just smooth the step that we were doing crocheting in rounds. Chain 1, I left the tail on my other ear. This ear I don't have to leave the tail. I'll just make chain 1. I will not stuff ears, so make 2 of those. Let's make the head now. I will start with amigurumi circle or amigurumi ring and make 8 single crochets. Second round, 2 single crochets in each stitch to make 18 single crochets. Third round, 1 single crochet, one increase, 2 single crochets in the same stitch, and repeat 1 single crochet, next stitch 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet and 2 single crochets. You finish with 2 single crochets in the same stitch and you would have 24 stitches. Let's make 2 rounds, 24 stitches. 1 single crochet in each stitch. And for the last round, I want to make 1 slip stitch, chain 2, slip stitch in the next stitch, and I will be crocheting front loop only. Chain 2, slip stitch. I have pinned the head and ears, paws and the tail. You want to seat it and then pin those bows, and that tells that it sits nicely on 3 dots. And this is how I would attach this. I've got the stitch from the little part, doesn't matter which one, and then stitch from the body. Stitch from the little part, and I'm holding it with my thumb, and stitch from the body. And you're just going around carefully with those needles. Something like that. Don't forget your pins. You don't want to leave any pins behind. Then you move to the next foot. When you move to the next foot, I prefer to secure this yarn again, in case that foot is going undone or somebody's gonna rip it off. You don't want to lose the whole bunny, so you secure your yarn and going around next bow, stitch from the body and then stitch from little part. Something like that. Don't forget to check my other bunnies and chickens and snakes tutorial. I've got quite a few very nice toys, and not only toys, on my channel. And I will keep stitching my bunny around